Ladies and germs and gentlemen. Oh, is our audio breaking again? I heard that staticky start, but I think we're all right. Year 2, Robusta. It's been months, man. It's been months since I recorded another one of these, but what happened was that Tucker and I have been doing Gen Z, if you've been seeing that, amongst other things. Oh wow, that's like super deeply on sale right now. Wow, both of these went on sale. Really? That sucks. I just got done paying $5 for that. I could have saved $1. They got a new DLC. I've yet to see Dearly Beloved. Now, I bought the DLC and I've always really enjoyed this game, so of course I started playing again. I'm like, oh my god, we're supposed to do a let's play. I forgot all about it. And I went and I got the darned achievement before then. So I thought, well, why don't we do like an all cats run? So I've got 1 cat unlocked. We've got 3 more to unlock, and it's a grind. It's a grind. Well, I thought, okay, well, I did year 10 Robusta without it, but I'm thinking maybe also we'll try to do year 10 Robusta with all the statues. No promises. No promises, but we could try. Let me see what year we're on, because I'm pretty sure we've only done year 1. I've got the sound going. Normally I don't play with much sound on this. Looks like we only got 1 year done. Yeah. Man, I started playing this back in... Is that 17? No way. No way. No, 2020. There we go. I was gonna say, I think this is my game of the year for 2020. I think. I don't know. City Skylines, I think, was 18. I feel like Atomicrops was 2019. It's tough to remember. I'm so behind on all that stuff. Whether or not we ever get caught up, I don't know. But hey, let's begin this run. I'll probably just do 1 a day. And I think I'm going to stick with the whole like philosophy of only uploading the winners. I think that would be good. But this is better. Recording the Let's Play is better than just grinding this. I usually get 2 runs a day, and I'll start my day early with a run just for funsies, and then I'll end the day with a run. And that's about all the time I have, which is why we're still not streaming, by the way. You guys don't want to sit here and listen to me endlessly talk about the whys, the wherefores, and the what ofs of why the stream, and where the stream, and who the stream, and what stream. Forever and ever, amen. Why there isn't a stream. So, I mean, the answer is simple. Still taking care of grandma, still working with the cabins, and now I've got... Sounds kind of lame, but it's not as lame as it sounds. My eBay business is doing fine. I mean, it's money, so and it does good. Good enough. Could do better. Basically keeps me busy, because I can do eBay at night, and I can also do it like YouTube. If I hear something, I can run. Still not quitting on the stream though. I know it sure seems like it because it's been 2 freaking years now. In fact, we're coming up on what is this gonna be? I think this will be the 2nd year in April. God, it could be 3. I don't know. It took us 18 months to build the cabin. I know that much, and the 2nd cabin's now underway. So that's another thing going on. My nephew loves the music in this game. So I've been playing quite a bit of Robusta. I've actually been doing year 7. But I haven't beat it with this statue on. Like, I think the highest I've been able to do is year 5 with the statue. See, I'm pretty automatic on the picks. I'll try to talk about him a little bit more. Because Robusta 1, he's like, everything feels slow after you get used to Robusta. That's the first thing. The second thing is Robusta is really good for farming because it is faster. And in us trying to get those cat statues, because that's going to take hundreds without exaggeration, hundreds of cornucopias. It's pretty outrageous. This is the song he especially likes. Let's see if we can't clear the camp in a day. I usually try to clear a camp a day. I'm gonna have to get back because I don't have a turret or anything. I don't think... Oh, I did? What do we get out of that guy? I forget. Oh, we got the extra tractor. That could actually be amazing. I better go. I want to make some money, get some... But like, again, year 2 compared to what I've been doing. When I did this earlier, year 1 got a little tricky. So it's kind of good we're coming back to it now when I'm pretty habitualized on the game again. I'm on console, not PC, so there might be some things where the PC players of this game are like, dude, this guy's awful. Maybe so. Maybe so. But for how long? For how long? I hope you're all well, though. I miss you. Those of you that haven't gotten to see since the stream went on the long hiatus, I do think about you guys, and I do hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good, you know? I'm doing pretty good. I'm sitting here playing Atomicrops. What do I got to complain about? Let's try to get... Oh, come on, at least these two. I usually go for $200 that first night. Oh, that was a lame ending. Every second counts in this game. Every second. I'm in a little bit of an awkward position here because... Oh, we were all like... Ah, and there's more electric noise. 40 shot shy there. Freaking... Kind of messed up, man. I've been building these raised beds in the backyard. My neck's all contorted and twisted up in my arm, and now my stomach's like in knots. It's a weird day. But we're still here recording, aren't we? We're still here recording. We're still doing our thing. Hopefully the stomach settles down here in a sec. I've been doing this lately, and I don't know if it's a good strategy or not. It probably isn't, but I just start farming, and then I just keep farming. The statue is the reason we're getting wasps. For those of you that are familiar with this game, let me sit up. Oh, lordy. The old neck is not happy. It's not a happy neck. I gotta get myself woke up too. Greatest Let's Plays ever. We know how, you know how we do. It's like we're still streaming on Twitch. So oh, we got 8 hours to burn. We don't really, and it's YouTube, so I should like edit this stuff out. But you know, I was a streamer first and foremost, and still, one day, hope to return. Okay, there we go. This is better. Let's finish clearing out that camp down here. I see Redfall's only going to be 30 FPS. Is there any new games coming? Is there big ones coming on the horizon? We still have a lot of Gen Z to go, Tucker and I. We're talking about Iron Harvest next. We started that one. It's a strategy game. We'll probably go to Halo Wars from there, maybe. We're doing a lot more strategy games. He can't stand the FPS stuff. But Iron Harvest is neat. Really neat. It's about like an alternative of World War I future, and the campaigns are actually short. I really thought it was going to take us like 6 years to do it, but we sat down one weekend and ended up beating the Iron Harvest campaign for Pagonia. There's all these like alternative history nations. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was fun, but we played on like normal, I think. So we'll probably move it to like, we might move it to hard. I don't know. It's a pretty tricky game. Because as unrealistic as it is, it's also like hyper realistic. You need to, like, the mechs work kind of like you would imagine mechs would work. They're hugely powerful, but they have glaring flaws that are pretty, like, if you oh dang it, man, the word exploit that weakness, they go away real quick. And usually it's flanking, or they're like flamethrowers. They'll just melt soldiers, and it's super satisfying. But if you put another mech up against the flamethrower mech, yeah, that thing's done. That's where the game gets neat. It also has like hero units, and it has an okay story. It's kind of buggy sometimes, but it's definitely a neat game, and I appreciate it. So that's coming up. It's either going to be that or Sims 2. It depends on if I get my Xbox stuff. Oh, I gotta move. As in the modding stuff I've been talking about. For those of you that have been paying attention to the Gen Z Let's Play, I've been doing a lot of Xbox modding, homebrewing lately, including selling them. And my Xbox that I got when I was a kid, I've been paying special attention to. That needs to be its own YouTube content. I've been trying to call that the ultimate Xbox, just like we were doing the ultimate Wii U, but those didn't get turned into videos. So the ultimate Wii might still get a video, because there's some cool, like, well, it's not really cool. We'll call it an opportunity, even though it's a bug. It's not a bug, it's a feature. The Wii U has a NAND issue. The little flash memory chip that's on the board is corrupting apparently for people after this last update, and they shut down the eStore. Who knows what's going on there? I mean, not a good look, Nintendo. Let's be real. And dual wield, please. Dual wield makes this good. It's like Borderlands. It makes this gun really good. Anyway, there's somebody made a modding chip for it. Sorry. You don't know much about the Xbox. You can flash it and hard mod it that way, but a lot of people prefer the mod chip, and the mod chip kind of gives you a lot more. You save money if you go with the just straight hard mod hardy on the board, and I do it a lot. Okay, but I kind of do both. I like to get a mod chip ready because turns out it's the like pin header debug port that they put on the Xbox, because all Xboxes, I can talk about this quite a bit. All Xboxes were dev kits, but unlike time, we don't lose time, so it's all right. All Xboxes were dev kits, so that's why there's like 2 extra RAM banks, and that's why there's a debug port. Well, it turns out there's a lot of stuff you can access if you utilize that debug port, which is where some of these newer, well, the new mod chip, this Make Megahertz, supposedly is going to really push what the Xbox can actually do. There is some real questionable application to that, though, and like diminished returns. You come up against a lot of diminished returns with the Xbox. The last really cool thing to happen for the original, there's 2 actually. 2 really cool things that came out for the original Xbox. One, the OG Xbox Live is up, which I sell those discs on the eBay. Need to make a video on how people can set that up, because I get a lot of questions on how to set up OG Xbox Live. It's weird to be talking about that because I didn't actually have OG Xbox Live as a kid. We were way too poor for that. Anyway, and then STARDBEW. STARDBEW is a new BIOS that kind of like took all the homebrew BIOSes, which is one of the reasons the original Xbox is unique, in that the flash memory, literally the freaking BIOS can be changed, where, you know, most of these consoles you can't do that. That's why people can like install Linux and stuff on the original Xbox and run it. People used to could use it as a computer because, you know, it was like the first console with baked in hard drive and stuff, and it was just a PC. So to this day, people still tinker with it. And so they did STARDBEW, and STARDBEW is really neat because it kind of took all the good stuff from all the different BIOSes through the years and combined them into one. And then it did UDMA, so that's like it's a faster memory loading thing. Still a bit loud. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but it's a little loud for me. But I don't want you guys to have to go through this silently, so and the biggest application there is you could run an SSD, and even though you're still going to be limited by the bus speed of the Xbox, so that's like the maximum amount of bandwidth between the board and the memory that can be transferred between the two. So your bus speed, most of you probably already know that, but in case you don't. And with STARDBEW, you can take like, so the whole entire Xbox North American library is just under 2 terabytes, but because of UDMA 5 and some cool stuff that the STARDBEW can do, it can shrink those ISO files. They're called ZISOs on Xbox. They had a proprietary thing like most of the console people do. You can take those, I'm just gonna call them ISOs though, and shrink them way down, and on like half of the normal memory you can still load those games in. So they not only load faster, but they actually run faster, and they take up a lot less room. Pretty cool, man. I mean, the Xbox community is really dope. They keep at it, and they keep pushing what that damn thing can do. So I've been really into that lately, and I've been doing my back to the game here for a sec. The fact is that the fertilizer and the extra damage, the fertilizer in particular, makes the butcher knife really good. I like the shallow gun. I especially like the poison, but I find myself constantly needing fertilizer. They can only be done with the butcher knife, but I'm going to go with it because maybe it was a mistake. Then I wasted my blast. Anyway, I just started blasting. It's fine. I still like the shallot gun. Oh, another electric pop. I still like this shallot gun. I'll go with double fertilizer since the shallot gun's not going to help us with that. We did max that out, right? I don't know. I didn't even see. Doesn't matter. We're just baiting it. That's the goal. Okay, so back to it on this front with the old Xbox thing. Well, maybe not, because now... Oh, wait, what the hell? Oh, don't tell me we lost it. If you don't... Oh, fudge. If you don't grab the golden punta thingy before the helicopter comes and gets you, it just disappears, and it's bad, because you need... That guy drops the best stuff of each, like, area, the elite, the boss for each area. I remember, we're working on my Xbox that I got for Christmas as a kid, way back in 2000, I don't know, 2. It was early. I have a version 1 Xbox, and I've kept it all these years, of course, and tried to keep it running, and then it finally did break on me, and I learned that was a combination of issues. That was only in the last year. In my case, it was the shit. There's a shitty power supply. It's the Fox Link or Star Fox or something stupid. That's what it's basically the brand. It had a faulty. Okay, good thing we got the boss. It had a faulty solder point. And if you were somebody who moved your Xbox around, which I was, if anybody engaged in LAN parties back in the day, you moved your Xbox around a lot. I had a backpack and everything. In fact, I just sold it on eBay, but. Selling everything on eBay, then you were definitely unplugging your Xbox a lot, and I was one. So turns out that Starlink, they didn't solder the thing, they didn't solder the connector very good, so it would break, and that's what happened to me. Back then I didn't know how to solder. Now I've done quite a bit of soldering. I want to call myself like really good at it, but I've come a long way. I mean, from not knowing how to do it to like being able to solder a damn 3DS board is progress for sure. No money to build a bridge. Sorry guys, we're just stuck with farming, but I really should have made the most of the farming. In fact, I'm dumb. I should have been using the tractor. Sorry, I was too busy talking about the Xbox. That's what I talk about anymore. It's 2023. I'm almost 32 talking about the damn OG Xbox. The stuff we're getting in is going to be an HDMI port and this new Project Stellar mod chip. And I plan on doing a RAM upgrade, but apparently Project Stellar is going to do 256 gigs of RAM. And this is where I didn't finish the original thought on the whole diminished returns thing. You can upgrade your Xbox's RAM. I think it's normally 64 megabits, and you can get up to like 156 megabits. And now they're going to do 256. So a quarter of a gig of RAM eventually. Which sounds, terrible, but for the time, that was actually like a lot of RAM. So, especially on a console. They're gonna do a upgrade module, ostensibly, that's gonna allow you to get up to 256 megabits of RAM. Of course, the question is, what is the application? Because already, if you do 156 megabits of RAM, which is what a dev kit would have, you get access to like some Sega homebrew arcade games, which is kind of neat. If you're into that kind of thing, or if you just like the novelty of it. But the big thing is you then have to go and you have to update all of your games. I really like the little knife, because that butcher knife, I believe, acts just like the regular butcher knife, and it basically makes it dual wield, but it doesn't fire very often. So, I should have bought seeds. Oh well, what's a should? So it's usually not worth it. Like, I have an Xbox over there with a 2 terabyte drive on it, and it's got a lot of games on it, and it's got the dash all set up and everything else, and like, and I've got a mod chip, and I've got it hard modded on the T-Sob. And the truth is, that alone would do you. It would more than do you. you know, you can't push it a little further, which is kind of the goal. I mean, I'll admit, like, I don't hardly even play the original Xbox. My nephew does, which I'm glad about, because like his age bracket, it's what I want him to get to experience those games, because, you know, they were classics and that was a great generation of consoles. But more than that, kids his age, you know, they game, they have lots of time to game, and he'll dabble in a lot of games. He's always willing to try new things. So you do get kind of overload. Like, you'll never, one of the things few of us like to talk about, but is a truth, we'll go with the turrets, of homebrew and console modding. I'm not being subtle about it at all. Maybe I should be, I don't know, but it's a freaking what, almost 30-year-old console. It's as old as me almost. So you'll never play all those games. One, it's actually bad for the industry, because you don't want people to just be playing the same damn games all the time unless they have microtransactions. You need people to buy new games, and if people don't buy new games, you're going to keep getting this microtransaction crap, because the industry still needs fresh money to come in. It can't just be like, yeah, we sold a lot of Halo back in 2004, so we're good. It has to keep making money to keep people employed and so forth. Then the next part of that is, it's cool to go back and play some of this. Like, I really like the OG Xbox, and the 360 era is great too, because those games were shorter. I mean, that sounds so lame, I understand, and I love a deep end game. Like, I'm still sitting here playing freaking Atomicrops, but even though its end game isn't what I would call especially deep or anything, but it's there. It's something to grind is the big thing. It has meta progress. They're short, man. Like, you just had a lot more memory restrictions, especially on the OG Xbox. With the 360, people kind of might forget that. Oops, that was dumb of me. Back in that generation, you were limited on how much DLC you could do on the consoles. Like, yeah, PC was always PC, and you know, the sky was the limit, but hardware was the only upper limit to what could be done there. But like, Microsoft and Sony had pretty strict rules on things because of the trophies, and like, if you were going to do 3 DLCs, you had to give it away for free, and if you went over so many gigs, you had to charge it as DLC, and you couldn't do DLC unless you had an achievement on it. It was very locked up. So now we have this glut of memory and honestly of content, and so it's refreshing to a degree, because there are, as much as we might be loath to admit it, there's a lot of benefits to modern gaming too, especially in quality of life. But games are like generally deeper, man. They've gotten better. People don't want to admit that. I don't want to admit that, but in a lot of ways games have gotten better. But in one way they haven't gotten better is that obviously the microtransaction, the live service stuff, we all know that that's bullshit. It's constantly gouging people for money and getting kids addicted to it, and people that aren't even really gamers. And I've made so much content on, you know, just whining and bitching and griping about how much I dislike microtransactions and live service stuff. I'm good with online games, but it's just the rat wheel, the mouse trap. Games are shorter on the 360. Like, you know, Viva Pinata, it's really limited, I'll admit it, but it's like 20 hours. And Halo Wars, it's like 20 hours. Some games are too short, but at the same time, there's this like kind of a perfect mix between the, just a war shotgun. Oh, that hurts, man. That really hurts. Between, apparently I did just dog shit, I guess, because I'm just sitting here talking about the damn Xbox. Between arcade games, which are like really fast and meant to grab your money right, and oh, I screwed up. I thought that was an empty bed. And then the console, home console experience, play at your leisure, enjoy it as much as you want it, play it as much as you want it, it's yours. Because of how like fast the bursts are on the actual like gameplay, like the Halo missions from the Halo 3 ODST, which I'm not a huge fan of ODST, but the big thing there is like they had that whole 30 seconds of like sheer terror, whatever it was that they had designed into their games, Bungie back then. You really feel that in the 360 generation, that games were a lot poppier, you know, they gave you these good brief punches of quality content. They didn't overstay their welcome, and a lot of games overstay their welcome. I'm not gonna lie. Borderlands 3 was way too long, for instance. That's the first one that pops in my head of just like glut. It has a lot of cool stuff in Borderlands 3, a lot of stuff to like, a lot of stuff to even love about that game, but they did not streamline that campaign. Anytime you got a game and you're expecting the player to go through it like 15 times, the campaign needs to be like hyper focused in my mind. And we all know that Borderlands 3 was not hyper focused. It makes sense, but that story is over long, and you know, it wants you to grind up to the end game. And we can talk about Borderlands 3. I never made that cap. At some point I will. I'll have to probably return to it, get reacquainted with it. One of the big things too with those Borderlands games is they just don't work on them. So like, how the question that Borderlands brings up is like, how do we have the true to form, authentic home console, home PC games that you buy them, you own them, and you get to enjoy a nice quality campaign, and you don't feel like you have to pay any more money because now you own it. It's like a DVD or whatever. It's like a movie. It's yours now. And also somehow make those games utilize the best of the live service stuff, which is balance patches, updates, new content, stuff to keep the community engaged, stuff to be excited about, like Destiny, right? Still talking about these games decades later. Well, it's not decades quite yet, but singular decade. And I don't think Gearbox knows how the hell to do it. They kind of tried with Battleborn, may it rest in peace, which we all can attest, those of us that played it, that it's bullshit. You can no longer play it even though you bought it. So yeah, Gearbox doesn't know what they're doing with that shit. They're trying to make fans happy because they realize that they're one of the studios that are still known for like, hey, you guys don't screw us on the game, you guys don't totally money grub the DLCs most of the time, and that's fine. That's good. I think in a lot of ways that's very true of Gearbox. But at the same time, they were like way on the they were ahead of the curve, or the curve rather, with their DLC back in the day. Borderlands 1 had a lot of DLC, and back then DLC was still like horse armor and pretty rare for consoles. All right, especially like really meaty campaign offerings were pretty rare. And I'm good with this. Oh yeah, there we go. Cut weeds, water crops, that'll help a lot. So, you know, that was unique. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. Oh yeah, we can afford all kinds of stuff, so that's cool. They're pumped, man. Fall festival, let's go. Then Borderlands 2, I mean, it was so popular and still is. I like this create your own seeds thing, because at the end, basically, the big thing is the surplus mode. That's when you get the most cornucopias, and the only way to really maximize that is to have lots of beds which make their own fertilizer and make their own seeds so that you can just keep going, because I think beds were added just for console players. Because it's a lot harder to aim where the farming goes. I'm gonna do one last little spinaroo here, and then I'm just gonna shoot straight up. We don't have that much time to go get these camps done. Really be good to plant though. My goodness, I've like not been planting much. You got to go with the mega crop. I think they got rid of a system they used to have too, where crops used to have like a quality rating. And you could always tell because they'd either be like happy or they'd be sad, and that would tell you their quality. I think that they quit doing that. I haven't noticed it since this update anyway, with the raised bed stuff. There we go. Well, this stuff's done, so take that. We're having a bit of a farming day. I still need to get up here. I gotta quit wasting that blast. That blast is super strong. You can use it to just totally clear a camp. Scarecrow can be super good if you get the right synergies for it, but for now, pigs. I mean, farm animals is like one in the bush is worth two in the field kind of thing. Like scarecrows can be super good if you get they double fertilizer and they grab it for you and they grow pumpkins for you, and then you can take it further with like they water crops and then they get a grow aura and then they get a, I forget what the last thing is. I know they get a damage buff. There's a couple different things that they can do, and you could outrun this guy if we would have got the scythe bonus for the horse. The horse is so good when you get it, even though it's pretty tough on Robusta because you just move maybe it. A lot of the time to me it feels too quick. It's just like spasmodic at that point. It's not really controllable speed, and that's an issue. But any other character, love it. We're getting a peaceful night. I usually have the music off. This is the first time I've gotten to hear the peaceful like moon farm music. It's kind of cool. I think I'm gonna save this scroll here. But we were talking about Gearbox and live service, and so they were ahead of the curve with Borderlands 2, and they really focused in on, like, they had a big hit on their hands, and they made hay while the sun shined. They went in, they went after it. Lots of DLCs, lots of content. They knew their base was engaged. They went to the conventions, and for the time that wasn't even like a big thing, but they see, I like this. The crops merge without fertilizer. This is the stuff that when you get to the surplus really helps. Really helps the whole time, just because you're saving supplies and you're getting better crops for it. I got 118, so we can grow a sunflower. Oh, I fucked that up. Oh, I fudged it up. Sorry. Clean content. Because apparently you grow more that way. I don't know. Whatever. I fucked it up. That's all there is to it. Then they weren't, right? They did Battleborn, which, man, I wish some of you would have got to experience Battleborn. It was so fun. And then that didn't go well, and I think something happened. Their confidence, it got shook. Borderlands 3 was going fine, though. It sold really well. People, like, enjoyed it. They had their gripes, they had their hang-ups, but overall, people really liked it. And they could have kept going with that sucker. Wonderlands should have been DLC. There, I just spoiled the capstone. The capstone that's, like, 6 months late. Wonderlands should have been an expansion for Borderlands 3. All those characters could have come to the game. Let's keep our cuts, weeds, and shit. Yee. And we're getting a bit late in this run, so some of those, like the daily orchard, are becoming less good. You daily upgrade the rabbit's foot and the orchard every day. They're good, but they're really best when you get them early. If you get them late, it's fine, but really there's better stuff at this stage of the game. You want to really start to hone in your strategy, because we're now like we're more than halfway through now on this run. No, we're doing fine, but yeah, you kind of want to have a tactic, and our tactic right now is basically we're decent at farming, which is good because it's all at the end of the day that matters, because the final boss always comes down to farming. So that's that. But a more interesting run is where you do get, like, we were talking about synergies earlier. There we go, organic heart, that'll help. We were talking about synergies earlier. So if you get some scarecrow bonuses, or you start to get some turret bonuses, or you cows, anything in this game can be built into something much stronger than its original format by getting all these modifiers. And with not just Atomicrops, but I think all roguelikes, it's all about playing it as it lays. You got to build your run. You have to be adaptable in roguelikes, in my mind, because you have to be able to. I think Tundra Crops make the most money. So I don't know, and I know it's important to actually know that. Cutting the additional weed is normally really good, but since I got a thing that cuts weeds, blah. Until I lose it, of course. Like, there's another thing. You could get harvestable weeds, or you could have it where the, like, I might already have it. Well, I've got the one thing where the old weeds, some old weeds become flowers. That one's not near as good as where the hummingbirds and the bees go out and turn the weeds into flowers. Flowers, weeds are only worth 2, but flowers are worth 15 and 20, depending on the type. You can do, so in other words, you can do basically a whole, 420 weed run. It's You can get harvestable weeds and you can have them turn into flowers, and then you can have it where you grow more weeds, and then you can have it where you cut the weeds really fast, and suddenly you got all these different synergies popping up. That's what's cool about Atomicrops. That's what's cool about any roguelike, but I think Atomicrops does an especially good job with it. In that they've added a lot of items to the game, and most items, there's some shitty items in this game. Like pickaxe back, it's fine. Early game, it's good. It can be good early game, but most of the time you don't want it compared to the other stuff you can get. Let's go farm. And it can get really neat when you have like a perfect synergy going on. Like one of the most powerful synergies in this game is you can use a tractor early, but it has a 50% chance to hurt you. When you get hurt, it charges your tractor, and when you get hurt, you drop like fertilizer and all this other stuff that has to do with injury. Okay, but then you have the megaton tractor, so you have the tractor that instantly grows your crops. It's the best in the game. It does everything. It does everything all the other tractors do combined. Well, so if you of course combine that with you can use the tractor all the time, it means you can just sit here and just pile through the damn crops. And then when you get to surplus mode, you no longer have to worry about your health. So it basically can become, if so long as you are really good at managing it, just unlimited score. Oh man, I can't afford it anyways. This is actually my favorite weapon, but I'm enjoying being able to cut weeds. Oh, we didn't get a single rose. Oh, and I had 10 roses. Damn it, man. Because that putting the watering can on the turrets is super good. I don't really want to finish that upper one. I'm going to go to the right because we're not using the best weapon. I need to probably dedicate myself to making some money here. I'd like to have a better weapon going in. I don't know if I want to have a farming day, but I guess I could. I like to have a better weapon going into the elite camps, because things do get pretty chaotic. I took a lot of unnecessary damage there, for instance. And I am sure that a better player can handle it more efficiently than I can, but my whole thing on that is just, I'll kill the stuff as quick as I can kill it. I have 13 freaking pickaxes. I am so not paying attention to like anything. Oh man, yeah, just kill it fast and then you don't got to worry about dodging it. That's how I think about it. And honestly, expanding bottom to top, expanding vertically rather than horizontally is also usually best. We could really use a mega tree right now. Those really come in clutch. We don't have anything. Yeah, we need a farming day. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but we need a farming day. We need to make some money and hope that we get some good RNG. Oh, I don't have till. Whoops. Whoops. Good thing got a thingy. Is in a organic heart. Okay, I like the merge without fertilizer for sure. And I also like the crops drop it, but I like the merge without fertilizer. Saves a lot of money. Our first jungle bed just now. Holy crap. In real life, I also do raised bed gardening. Really enjoy it. Saves your back. If we had the whole like sprinkler head thing right now, it'd be really coming in handy. Oh, we got a boss. I'm just gonna do it. I really should farm and use every second, but blah. I'm out of fertilizer and yeah. Currently invincible, so gonna use that to just do a hell of a lot of damage. Cool. A little bit of fertilizer. All right, let's grow some more broccoli. I don't know how. Oh hell, I got all this up here. I should fertilize first. Oh, just barely got 2 heads out of it. Oh hey, we got weed cut. Let's take advantage of that. 4,000. I'm thinking, oh man, if we can get to 5 grand before we have to head into camp, that would be nice. Probably be able to afford something good if we get lucky and it's there. And then we'll try to push these elite camps and maybe get the really good scythe. I don't know if this tractor still drops seeds or not. Ah. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get it. Try not to collect all these ones that aren't mega crops because it just wastes the seeds in my mind. But it's not easy because it's such a specific blast. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll do it. Cut weeds, critical till, water crops. But it's gonna. Oh, I fucking wasted that. Sucks. All right, 10 roses. Give us something good. Come on, guys. Daylight savings for sure. Ah, ha, ha, ha. That's it. Maybe there's something good up there. I probably should always look at that first. I'll do both those for sure. Oh, there we go. Companion planting. That one's nice. Plant crops at the same time together for fertilizer bonus. So basically, every single time you're going for a mega crop, you get fertilizer. Then if you combine that with the whole raised beds, give you extra fertilizer. It really starts to stack up into one of those synergies we were talking about that Atomicrops does well. But the runs go fast with Robusta. They can get insane with like time because she can have really long runs. She's the strongest character in the game because you just have so much time. Time as in the herb, thyme, I guess. I don't know. You just basically end up with everything. Oh, hey, let's just go plant all this and do the mega scroll. I guess we'll go grapes. That's fine. We're gonna clear elite camps as soon as we get all this planted and fertilized. Okay, it looks pretty good. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong scroll. Whoops. That's all right. Just chopped all these weeds up. We just gotta quickly collect as much of it as possible. Go, go, go. Okay. That was a misclick. Whoop. Let's go clear an elite camp. You know what? I've got a good weapon. I bet I can go clear the one we already have access to. I wish I had the bullet shoot back. The deflected bullets is really good in the tundra camp. There's just so many different projectiles that they launch at you. Roach killer can be good, but blah. Year 2. I don't really think I need it. Okay, it's late. I'm gonna be killing through the night. They've nerfed this, but look at all this shit. Like, this is where I'm talking about. You kind of want something that can clear. I should have been doing that. Oh, I only got a few seconds of it. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at it. It's crazy. It gets a lot worse too. That's why a very, very good weapon, and specific weapons like sniper rifle, I think is usually best for this area. Now, I'm going to tell you that I just made a mistake too. You're not actually supposed to like go interact with that until the end. Though I oftentimes will because I don't mind the nitro. I usually feel like I can keep it under control. But see, one damage and the whole fertilizer thing's over. And they start giving you so many damn wasps, it's not even funny. This is only year 2 and they're really coming after me, man. Yeah, I can water crops, so I can just keep... Let's see what all we can get up here. Definitely all beds are moist for sure. Moist. Okay, I think we already got the all moist till or whatever blah. They all till moist soil. Yes, I think we already got that, so we're good. Oh, do I want to change it up? Hell, I can't even afford it if I wanted to. We really didn't make much money. But we have enough. There we go, see? There you go. Cutting weeds extends the day's length. So that's another part of like the 420 run if you really wanted to do it. I'm tempted to stay here because we got the infinite fertilizer going on, but I know we're also better off going to getting out there. See, they start putting all kinds of wasps in after you. Yes, I'm planning haphazardly, and that's not at all how you're supposed to do it, but it just is. Because we're under duress by these stupid ass wasps now at a constant. I might as well. Oh, you mother fudgers. Okay, we out. I'm going to the right. I'm gonna need a different weapon. I'm gonna need a different weapon to clear the tundra because I'm taking too much damage every time I go up there. But that's why you're supposed to wait. Oh, whoops. Oh, so much fertilizer everywhere. Ah, damn. That's where it gets a little tricky. There's just so much shit. So much stuff everywhere. But less projectiles. More in the forest camp, it's more about stuff charging at you, so it is more bearable, especially if you have the DPS. This guy's great because he'll sometimes give you an unlimited pickaxe and unlimited fertilizer, and it's really nice. See, when I put on the more enemies, I thought you'd also get more camps. So I figured, you know, that's a perfect trade-off. I totally engaged in a necessary camp and don't want to talk about it. See, right now I've got the unlimited pickaxe and I wish I could be using it. If you time it just right, you can do some major shit with it. I think I'm just going for it. I gotta be back before the third, but by the third wave I want to be back, but look at all this damage we're taking. But we're running out of time. I need to clear some camps. We got turrets, so most of our stuff should be protected. How many was that? 5 today. That's pretty good. There, see, scarecrows double the fertilizer. I think I've got a heart growing, so again, I'm not worried about it. What I want is the poopa. I'm just pushing to the poopa. All right, well, I at least got it. I'll probably do it tomorrow then. Grab these berries super quick. Take just a little more damage for funsies. We'll be all right. We got no money though to buy anything, which sucks. And no roses, so I'm not even gonna look. I think this is it too. I think this is boss day. Yeah, it's boss day already. Holy crap. Stuff might have already been fertilized. I just didn't even know it. Okay, yeah, fertilizer, more fertilizer for sure. Might even run out of... Ooh, got the unlimited pickaxe. Stuff's water hungry, huh? Okay, let's go kill the poopa at least. We have a minute 30 to clear a bunch of camps. I'm down here not even clearing anything. There we go. Let's go cow. Cows are going to be important because the Corpsicopia constantly lights the stuff on fire. More unnecessary damage. I'll take laxative. Hot wire is usually great because of the Corpsicopia, but I think we're already in a point now where this run's not going to be anything too crazy. I'll be honest. So there's a lot of things I don't know about this game still, even today. I know that one tractor. Oh, see, there we go. There's 2 buffs for the old scarecrows. This might be clear, which means I need to get the hell out of here and use the 30 seconds I got to go clear another camp. I'm gonna assume it is. Go, go, go. I can at least try to clear this camp. I'm gonna take a hell of a lot of damage, but one more poopa. Oh, there we go. Unnecessary damage. Let's keep taking it. Ooh. I'm gonna go 2 scarecrows because I can grow when we do get to the Corpsicopia. Unlimited pumpkins, which I think is fun. I totally should have gone with fertilizer, but I didn't. Oh, damage up. I hate this guy. He's tough to get close to. God dang it, you bastard. I got damage up right now and I can't even use it because of this shit. I just like to sit here and take damage to kill him, to be honest with you. It's ugly as hell, but it's what I do. Oh, we got unlimited fertilizer. Yes. Okay, more random seeds. That's what we need now, for sure. I mean, a lot of the time I see that people don't even plant the seeds. They save them for the approaching Corpsicopia. So I think right here... we'll get another one. He's now gonna grow pumpkins. There we go. That gives us at least 1 mega pumpkin. Oops. Oh no. It's tough to like, especially here on console, I guess, to like really get. Yeah, I could actually be going and clearing another camp. I'm gonna go do it. Not too worried about getting super rich tonight. There we go, a little more damage for fun. That's what we'll say anyway. There, we can get a 3rd one now. There we go. Lots of farm animals. That's going to help tomorrow. Okay. Drop random seeds. Desert garden beds create their own seeds. When you pick up desert seeds, it becomes seeds from another biome. It's fine. It's just more seeds as far as I can tell. We can grow a heart to start tomorrow, which is cool. We got probably like 20 seconds here. And we find the poopa. There it is. Oh, but can we do it? Can we kill the poopa? I'm gonna go with a cow again. Try to... okay, come on. Come on. Come on. I got a blast. I can use it here. Go, 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 you fucker. I'll take all the damage. Damn it. I was willing to take as much damage as it took just to sit in there and find a way to kill it. We're going to stay with this for the last bit because it'll water crops. I'm willing to take damage in the name of a good cause. I'll also get married here, though, if I can. Yeah, I'll get married. We'll get married, guys. Increase fighting stat. And she gives us pumpkin seeds. Ooh, way. None of this really matters. Why not? We'll grow a heart to start things, and year 2 is almost done. 8 more to go. Right, let's get another scarecrow here. Make sure that's done. Let's go ahead and clear the field. Oh, I screwed up my planting. Let's not do that with the hearts. Ouchie. All right, now let's go ahead and do the old deluge. Oh, hell, we even lost them. Okay, now we're good. We already used our organic cart. Now these pumpkins come in handy here. Oh, we can even expand the pumpkin harvest. We got seeds. Rue's giving us seeds. Many, many pumpkins. Oops. Oh, we finally get like a really good use of the unlimited pickaxe, and it's pretty much useless right now. I think it's only the really, really good pickaxe that you can kill those little shriveled head things. I've done it before, but only with the soul harvester. Oh, look who it is. This is where having that pickaxe is gonna... Oh, hell, we got the tractor and everything. There's a lot of stuff we can actually do here that'll work out. He's gonna die right here, by the way. Maybe I could have timed it better, I don't know. Shit's not growing very fast, though. I do know that. Grow, damn you, grow. There we go, look at us, 50 cornucopias. What a... Oh, now I just got a bullet spam. It's the only thing there is now. I'll just spam this shit out as quick as I can. Oh, it's gonna fade. It's not looking very good. Oh, yep. We did it though. About an hour. See, Robusta is good for that. Nice fast runs. Let's watch the old thing. Oh, 34th in the world. Let's go. TTV, baby. TTV, TTV, TTV. Suppose I better go lift now with my broken shoulder. It was good to talk to you guys, though. I do miss y'all. It was fun to get a run in. There's our farm expanding out, doing all kinds of interesting things. Pretty much limited to the raised beds, though. Predictably. We'll spend our cornucopias so we can all be a part of the year 3 will be the next one. All the years with Robusta. Well, we already have a lot of cats, so we'll spend. Do some upgrading. See if we can't get a statue together. I don't think we're going to be even close, but it's always fun to pretend. As you can see, it's a hell of a grind. Multiple cats, multiple cornucopias to get there, and we need... How many to upgrade? 3. Okay, so we're super close here, but we have to get all the way here first. It'll happen. All right. Peace, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate y'all.